If you've seen any of my other videos or any of my other game reviews, then thanks for stopping by yet again. But you'll know that I am a relatively positive person, especially when it comes to video games. I don't like talking about things that are super negative. I try to be upbeat. Like if a game has a flaw or whatever, I'll bring it up if it's like completely like necessary. But for the most part, I try to keep things positive. But I'm playing the new Call of Duty and I can't find really anything positive or good about the game, except that the lighting is a little bit better and the movement's a lot nicer than MW2. But we'll get into that in a second. The biggest part for me of a game is if it's fun. I don't really care about graphics all that much. Like, I'm going to be picking up The Walking Dead Destinies in a little bit, and that game has awful graphics, and the cutscenes are literally slideshows. But I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, and the gameplay looks pretty fun to me, so I'm going to check it out. This COD game, I'm just not having fun while playing it. Like, literally, I record footage for this, and I was bored while doing it. Like, I didn't have fun killing people in this, which is what you're supposed to do in COD, having fun. And it just was boring. Like, I don't understand how Activision and, like, COD and Sledgehammer and all that. Well, Sledgehammer, they're fine. They're actually trying to piece this game together. It's Activision that's the real bad ones in this case. But I don't know how this game fell so hard from grace. This game used to be awesome to boot up with your friends and play back in, like, the 360 days. And even, like, the PS4 and Xbox One, like, generations. They were really fun, and I had a ton of fun playing them with friends. And then randomly, I was around the time Modern Warfare like 2019 came out and like Cold War. That's when I noticed like a drastic like dip in like quality. They just got worse and worse. Like Black Ops 3 was honestly the last COD game that I really enjoyed, but I don't know how these games just got boring now. It's probably how sweaty they got, if I had to guess. The community is one of the big reasons. Is probably how this game got bad, because like camping's been a thing in first-person shooters forever, but it is horrendous in this game, like terrible. Modern Warfare 2022 had like there were camping every now and then, but this is bad. Like I was playing the other day, and unfortunately I didn't get a picture or video of it, but I walked outside of a house and I saw 4 sniper glints in the same building, meaning there was 4 people chilling in each window just ready to shoot you. And you can watch this gameplay and you'll see any of the times that I die, it's usually by somebody that's like just chilling in a corner, like waiting for you to like walk by. And the spawning in this game is broken. I'm going to show you a clip right now that is me dying and then spawning in the same spot multiple times. I'm pretty sure my aim here was garbage, so please forgive my horrendous aim. But oh my god, it spawned me in the same spot like 3 times. Okay, so I was wrong. In that specific clip, it was only 2 times, but each time I played after that clip was over, I kept spawning in the same spot, like 3-4 times. I think I ended up leaving that match, actually, because it just got boring. Like, that's the point. Like, it's literally getting to the point where I'm leaving matches because I'm just being sweat swamped, or it's just boring to play through. Like, that's sad. And I don't know, but if you saw that kill feed, I tossed a random grenade into that window and killed 3 people after I died. I mean, there was 3 people sitting there just chilling. And in that map, there's a hallway where people will sit at the bottom of the hallway because it's slanted with a set of stairs. And they have a riot shield, so the riot shield's on their back, so it's really hard to shoot them. You have to hit them like right in the forehead, and they just keep lasering you down as you go through the hallway. So it pretty much makes one of those hallways like impossible to pass through. It's just really sad to see what these games have become, considering these games are going to be the new legacy of Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. Like, the OG Modern Warfare games for, like, the 360 and PS3, those were, like, the games at the time, and these are sorry replacements for them. It's just really sad to see. I don't really support Activision as a company anymore because I can just see they just make these games for cash grabs because they just make so much money. I don't and haven't bought MW2 or MW3. I've literally only played them because I'm game sharing my friend. He buys them, so I just play them that way. So I haven't spent a dime on these games, other than the fact that I bought the Homelander operator skin because he was really cool, and like the boys, and I was tired of having a default operator. So other than that, I haven't spent money on COD games in like 4 or 5 years. MW3 wasn't even supposed to come out this year. It was supposed to come out next year. When MW2 came out, Activision made like a pledge to the fans, like, yeah, we're gonna take a hiatus from making COD games and make the next one really special. And then like 6 months later, they were like, hey, MW3 is coming out. And then the fan base was like really mad because they're like, what about that promise you made us that you're gonna be making the games better and you're not just going to be making them because they make money. You're gonna put like time and effort into them. And they just completely like ignored all the backlash and just kept showing stuff for MW3. But people are people, and of course they bought it, so Activision never learned the lessons. The only way to show these companies like what they're doing is wrong is with our wallets. Don't support their games. That's impossible because there's people that play the COD game every single year. I grew up playing like World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and those games had incredible stories. In fact, I still play the Black Ops 1 campaign like every now and then, like every couple of years, because it's my favorite Call of Duty campaign. And now we don't get campaigns. MW2 had a okay campaign, and this game's campaign, you can't even call it a campaign. It's a 3-hour just mess of everything. They completely ruined like the most memorable mission in any Call of Duty game. No Russian. Now it takes place on like a plane. It's not even like the airport section anymore, and it's just sad. It's 3 hours of nothingness, and most of it all takes place on maps that are just imported over from Warzone. And they tried this whole open combat thing, which is literally just they were lazy and didn't want to make a map for the players to play on. So they were like, yeah, just throw it in Warzone and we'll call it open combat. And like their excuse is like the player gets to choose how the mission goes. No, that's not fun. That's just lazy design. Now, I know most of this video has just been me just like complaining about things I don't like, but a legitimate issue is how they handle the movement in this game. It is very different from MW2, as MW2 kind of had like stiff feeling movement. There was no slide canceling, and once you're doing something, you're doing something. And that's because Activision legitimately took what was supposed to be the movement in MW2 and just cut it from that game. So that could be the main selling point of this one. Like, one of the main selling points of this game is the advanced movement. That is so scummy that they cut something from another game just to put it in another one because they're running out of stuff. That is a legitimate issue with the game development now. While on the topic of this game's development, this game had a wild launch. It is literally considered DLC on PS5 as it does not have a platinum trophy, and it goes under the DLC category of Modern Warfare 2. So if anybody tries to tell you, oh yeah, no, the game isn't a DLC or just a small expansion or should have been DLC, and it's its own standalone game, show them that. Because if a game legitimately is such a small improvement that it is classified as DLC, that is sad. And on top of it, the Modern Warfare 2 thing, this game was giving people errors and bugs where it was telling you to buy Modern Warfare 2 if you bought MW3. Like, the game would not open. It would say like you need to own Modern Warfare 2. How sad is that in order for a game, because it doesn't really do much to improve anything, it's having you buy another game just to play this one because it's nothing more than a DLC. That's rough. And that's gonna do it for my review slash rant of MW3. It was kind of hard to make this video because I'm a really positive person, so being overly negative is kind of difficult for me. Like, I'm not gonna buy or play a game that is just outright bad or hated. I just want to check this one out, and even still I would just keep like the negatives to myself, or just like talk to them like to like friends or whatever. I just need to lay out my thoughts on this game because it was insane that it was just boring. Like, just not having fun while playing is really sad to see nowadays. But that's gonna do it for this video. I'm planning on coming back to actually making videos like this very shortly, hopefully starting with some game reviews next month, because next month is like a day or two from this upload, or this recording rather. So that's gonna be all for now, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.